Welcome to the deep dive. We pulled the big ideas from, well, often complex sources. Today it's a pretty dramatic story. Professional burnout, then this. Radical reinvention. We're talking about Julian Mantle, the legendary trial lawyer, famous for the expensive Italian suits, the private jet, and yeah, that bright red Ferrari. His life was just intense. 18-hour days, constant pressure, until boom, it all came crashing down. He had a massive heart attack
Yeah.
right in court at 53, but apparently looked closer to his late 70s. That was definitely his wake-up call.
It really was. And what a pivot. He sold everything. The mansion, the jet, even that Ferrari.
Yeah.
Then he headed to India for what he called a personal odyssey of the self, to find something he'd lost. So our mission here is to dig into the core principles he brought back. From these sages of Savannah, it's all about mental mastery. Okay, let's get into it.
Right. Because when he came back 3 years later,
Mhm.
the transformation was just, well, unbelievable, wasn't it? This frail, old-looking guy was suddenly youthful, strong, vibrant, and this incredible sense of calm about him. How? What was the system?
He learned the Savannan system, and they taught it through a mystical fable, actually. A simple story, but packed with these profound truths. We're going to focus just on the first virtue today, because it's really the foundation for everything else.
Okay, so the fable starts in a garden, right? A beautiful, lush garden, and that symbolizes the mind. Julian learned he had to be like a gardener, standing guard, basically, making sure toxic, waste-negative thoughts didn't pollute his mental space.
Exactly, that's the core idea. The sages believed mind management is life management. Full stop. And here's the statistic that kind of grabs you. The average person has something like 60,000 thoughts a day.
60,000, wow.
Yeah. But here's the kicker. 95% of those thoughts, they're the exact same thoughts you had yesterday.
Wait, 95%? Seriously?
Seriously, it's what they call the tyranny of impoverished thinking, just running the same old mental loops.
So if almost all my thoughts are repeats, I'm basically on autopilot. Is that why it's so hard to change things? Because the mental energy is just stuck?
That's precisely the problem. Worry especially just drains the mind. Julian realized the mind, it's a fantastic servant, but oh, it's a terrible master. You either control it or that 95% loop controls you. It depletes everything. So they gave him a very practical tool.
Okay, good. Because theory is one thing, but what did he actually do? What can, you, the listener, actually try?
It's a technique called the heart of the rose. Sounds a bit poetic, but it's very grounded. You get a fresh rose, find a quiet place, and you just stare at the center, the heart of the rose, for about 20 minutes every day.
20 minutes. Looking at a rose, how does that break a lifetime habit of worrying? It sounds almost too simple.
Well, think of it like mental weightlifting. It's a focus drill. The entire goal is to keep your attention locked onto that rose, its color, texture, shape, and you try, really try, not to let any other thought intrude.
Okay, but my mind would wander immediately.
Of course it will. That's the point. It will rebel. It'll throw distractions at you constantly. Your job is just to gently, patiently bring your focus back. Every single time. That gentle returning, that's the exercise. That's what builds the mental muscle. It literally disciplines the mind.
Ah, I see. So it's not about achieving perfect focus right away, but the practice of returning to focus. That strengthens your ability to choose your thoughts.
Exactly. You're strengthening that attention muscle. Over time, it gets easier. You gain control. You develop inner calm, more energy, because you're not wasting it on that worry loop. You start erasing the habit.
So the big takeaway here is, success starts inside. Mental fitness isn't just a nice to have, it's the absolute starting point for changing your external reality. It's about getting your mind right first.
It connects right back to that 95%. The sages had this saying, things are always created twice, first in the workshop of the mind and then in reality. If you keep running that same old mental blueprint, that 95% loop, well, you're just going to recreate the same reality, aren't you? You need a new blueprint.
That really lands. The idea of the mental blueprint dictating the outcome. Okay, thinking about that power, here's something for you to consider. What truly inspiring picture, what new blueprint are you currently running on the movie screen of your mind? Yeah. That you fully expect to become your new reality?